Hello, classmates. How many of you have had a loved one pass away? Have you ever been asked to give a eulogy? Well, today I'm giving a eulogy on Austin Noble, who was a loving son, brother, and devoted Marine. Austin spent most of his adult life as a Marine. He was 25 years old when he committed suicide. He had PTSD from a combat deployment that was never taken care of. He decided that it was just too much to bear shortly after Brian's wedding. You ask, how did I meet Austin? Well, Austin is Brian's best friend, and Brian is my brother-in-law. So I'd heard many stories about the two of them growing up, but I really hadn't got to know him yet. The first time that I met Austin was the bachelor party. They were all going to the hotel, and they wanted someone to go out and drink with them. Well, I was 8 months pregnant, so that was a no-go for me. But Austin invited me to go anyway. He knew that I would be a good designated driver for them, and he made me feel included, even though I knew I was not going to have fun that night. Little did I know, I did have fun. And why there was a bachelor and bachelorette party together, I have no idea. But with that said, we had a wonderful time, and Austin made me feel very welcomed, even though this was the first time I was meeting him. I want to let his mom, Kelly, know how lucky she is to be a mother to such an amazing man. And Logan, how sorry I am for his loss of his twin brother. But he definitely needs to be strong for Hayden, because she needs him now more than ever. And then I'm going to tell Hayden that I'm here if she needs anything. And honestly, I wish I'd known Hayden before Austin had committed suicide. Hayden is also a very wonderful, loving sister. She decided to do something for Austin after he had committed suicide. They raised a big fund, and now there is a thing going around Facebook and any of the veterans at this point. It's called 22 days. So on the 22nd day of every month, we all check in with different veterans because Hayden didn't want this to happen to anybody else. Her brother taking his life was enough for her. So there are 22 veterans who commit suicide each day. With that said, Hayden spoke out to a couple of Austin's Marine buddies, and together they decided that on the 22nd of every month, we were all going to reach out and make sure there was support with each other. So, with that said, Austin was an awesome man, and he's greatly missed. I know how it affected my family, as my mother-in-law and father-in-law were like parents to him. And he was like a son to them. With that said, Austin, if you can hear me, I want to let you know that thank you for being positive and having that positive attitude and sharing that with my family. I know that you didn't affect me as much as you affected them, but my husband, my brother-in-law, and my parents-in-law, I think that's what they're called, they all thank you. So if you can hear this, thank you from the deepest of my heart for making such a huge impact on their lives.